Good morning everyone. We the team of SAEC Engineering College welcomes you to the fifth day of our webinar series. In today's session, we are here to address some of our projects and an introduction to the Arduino.
Good morning everyone. Myself Prasanna Krishnan from SA Engineering College. In this part, I will explain about the project Automatic Streetlight. What is Automatic Streetlight? Well, it is a simple project and does not require any programming. The working principle of this project is it automatically turns on or off with respect to the amount of light present. The amount of light is measured using LDR, also called a light dependent resistor. The components used in this project are a transistor, which is used as a switch, and LM555 IC, a potentiometer, a LDR sensor, a few resistors and capacitors. The 555 IC is used to control the circuit. Pin 8 is connected to the 5 volts. Pin 1 is connected to ground. The potentiometer is used to adjust the light sensitivity. During the daytime, more light falls on the LDR, hence its resistance decreases. So, the pin 4 will be connected to ground. So, there will be no output at pin 3. During night, less amount of light falls on LDR and its resistance increases. So, pin 4 will be connected to 5 volt. This produces output at pin 3. Then, the transistor is switched on and the LED light glows. The advantages of automatic street light are it is of low cost, it eliminates manpower, it can be switched to manual mode whenever required, and it reduces energy consumption. This is the working prototype of automatic street light. The components are soldered to a dartboard. This is the 555 IC, this is the LDR sensor, this is the potentiometer, this is the transistor. The circuit is connected to a battery and the output is connected to a LED. When the light falls on the LDR, the LED is off. When the light falling on the LDR is blocked, the LED turns on.
Hello friends, welcome to our college webinar. I am Vignesh from ECE department and I am now going to explain about basics of Arduino and how it's going to work, what are the advantages, etc. Before I am starting the presentation, I want to ask a question. How many of you done this before? Yes, I am also done this in my childhood. This is my first favorite project I ever done this before in my childhood. So now I am just going to explain how can you upgrade our childhood project to industrial project. Okay, the simple solution is Arduino. A simple solution is our Arduino. Yeah, Arduino is one of the open source tool. We can make n number of projects and n number of operations by using these controllers. Technically, Arduino is a microcontroller. Micro means small, but controller means, yeah, no idea, right? So let's talk about controller. Let's talk about what is controller in brief. Before talking about a controller, we should know some basic knowledges. Examples, transistors. Yes, transistors is nothing but a switch to control the flow of current from collector to emitter by controlling the bias current. So another basic knowledge is AND gate, logical gates. Okay, the example I am taking a AND gate, but we should know about what are the logical gates, AND or XOR, XNOR, etc. AND gate, logical gates is nothing but a operational circuit, which means we can control the output value from particular input. Let's talk about example. Take in this AND gate. In this AND gate, there is the four possibilities 0 0 1 0 0 1 1 1. Okay, there is a four kind of possibilities, but when the both inputs are in 1 then only the output should be 1. Otherwise it should be 0. In this condition the AND gate will work. So there is a n number of conditions for individual gates also. So now now I'm going to talk about the controllers. Okay, yeah, by using a logical gates and some transistors, many transistors, okay, not some, millions of transistors are used in this controller. We can control the particular output to many inputs, which means we can in this controller contain a RAM, ROM, the logical gates, etc. By using these controllers we can control our output, our processes, etc. So yeah, I can understand what are you trying to ask. What is Arduino, bro? Before I am talking about Arduino, you should know some basic knowledges, right? That's why I am talking this about transistors, logical gates, etc. Okay, let's talk about Arduino. A simple explanation. Okay, Arduino is a controller. We can control the output by controlling controlling the process applications, or otherwise Arduino is a controller. We can control the output. By this controller we can control many operations. Arduino Idle is a software. Okay, this is Arduino Idle. Arduino Idle is a software. By using this software we can program our Arduino board. Okay, Arduino board is a physical board. In this board we can do many operations, but in this we can give instruction to this board by using this software. It is known as Arduino Idle. Okay, let's talk about what are the conditions we are using here. Commands are nothing but a mathematical expressions. In this example we are talking about first input is 5, second input is 5, and our operation is additional. Then we should know what is the answer. 5 plus 5, 10. As well as first input is 5, second input is 5, the operation is multiplication. Then what is our output? It should be 25. By basing of this mathematical expression, we can control our processes. Okay, we can control our processor by using this kind of command also. Okay, now you can ask, why Arduino, bro? Why we can using any other processor like Raspberry Pi, ARM controllers? There is n number of processor like in this Arduino there is many advantages. First advantages is we can do this operation by using some basic transistors as well as logical gates, etc. But if we give a wrong connection, if we give wrong connection to the circuit, the entire circuit will break. Or if we want to change the operation, we need to redesign the entire circuit. Okay, that's a major problem, sir. If I want to change my operation, just think about it. If a simple project, when some person is enter into the room and automatically the door will open, this is a project. Okay, if I want to change, if I want to done this project, I can use some basic transistors and basic logical gates. By using these fundamental components, I can done this project also. But by using the Arduino, I can change my processing using program alone. In case if I want to change any operations, I can done in program and upload it in Arduino, and next second my entire process will be changed. But in this circuit, I want to redesign the circuit. So there is many advantages in Arduino, like we can reduce the cost, we can reduce our time, we can reduce our errors, we can learn new things, etc. And controlling the Arduino is also very much easy. We can using the basic C program to control our Arduino. So that's why we are using our Arduino as an open sources, because we can done n number of projects easy manner, and as well as there is many function, user defined function, or as well as inbuilt functions are presented in Arduino board. So we can use that function to make more efficient our processes. So okay, now What are the types of Arduinos? Arduino Uno, Arduino Mega, Arduino Nano, Arduino Duo, etc., etc. There is an n number of not that much. There is a 7 to 8 types of processors. Okay, Arduino types. Now what are the difference between those types? Means there are similars. Okay, all the Arduinos are similar. But there is a small difference between them, like working speed, number of pins, size of the board, etc. For example, take Arduino Nano. Arduino Nano is the smallest Arduino in the Arduino types. Okay, so by using Arduino Nano, we can place any mini projects like automatic automations, fire alarms, etc. But in Arduino Mega, there is a number of pins in more in Arduino Mega. So by using the Arduino Mega, we can control a very big process like controlling a robotic or controlling a robotic arm, etc. So the speed limiter is also limited in different type of Arduino. So one of the famous Arduino is Arduino Uno. Okay. Yeah, Arduino Uno, it's contain one processor AT-Mega328P. This is a processor which controls all operations in Arduino board. I know how you are asking how it is, bro. How can it control every kind of a process in this processor? Let's talk about the details. Okay, in Arduino board there is two types of pins, analog pins as well as digital pins. Okay, the digital pins is contained zeros and ones, which means the pulse. Take a pulse, pulse in high mode and as well as low mode. 0 and 1. If I give 5 volt to LED, it will glow. If I give 0 volt to LED, it will off. Okay. So think about our project. If I want to turn on a LED, then what should I do? I will give 5 volt to that LED. If I want to turn off that LED, then what should I do? I will give 0 volt to that LED. So controlling that 5 volt to 0 volt is an digital pins. Okay. Now talk about analog pins. Analog pins is nothing but analog values, which means I can change that value into 0 to 5 volt. If I want to increase LED brightness gradually, then I should take analog pins. It will control the voltages 0 to 5 volt gradually, like 0, 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5. So I will increase the voltage, then the LED brightness also increased. It's similar to our motor also. If I increase the voltage, then the motor speed also increased. If I increase the decrease the voltage, then the motor speed also decrease. Then if I decrease the voltage to LED, then the brightness of the LED also decreased. But these operations are done very simple in Arduino. If it is in a circuit, it will give some more complex. We can done this process in circuit also by using a MOSFET transistors or any type of logical gates, but it will get more complicated. But in Arduino, we can just change the value of the pin automatically. We can control our operations like that only. If just imagine I using a sensor. Okay. Let's imagine IR sensor. When IR sensor placed in our door, okay, when the person enter in the door, automatically the motor which connected in our door will rotated. I can write that program. Okay, so automatically the door will also opened. So like that only. By using analog pin, I will gradually increase that voltage and gradually decrease the voltage. By using digital pin, I can give high and low concept. Suddenly the 5 volt will be given, suddenly the 0 volt will be given to the LED or motor. Okay, so these are the pin configurations. Now talk about some basic fundamentals. Okay, what are the components are presented in Arduino? Arduino, like I said before, Arduino is a microcontroller. It can control the operations, etc. Well, then what are the components? Just underline that word. So there is many components will combined in a single Arduino board. Like we said, transistor logical gates are presented in processors only. Okay, the 80 mega processor, right? Yeah. The 80 mega processor, all kind of operation done this process. In this processor contained logical gates or transistors. whatever you need. So but in this entire board there is a many components are presented. Okay, let's talk about this is an USB plug. In this by using this plug we can we can upload our program from system to our Arduino. This is an external power supply. If I want to give a more power supply, I can use this pin to get more power supply. The Arduino reference pin are used to control the Arduino pins. A digital ground, if I want to give a ground, I using that digital ground. Serial in, serial output. If I want to do any communication purpose, if I want to interfacing Arduino to Arduino, if one Arduino want to talk with another Arduino, I can use a transmitter to receiver, transmitter receiver pin used in inbuilt pin in Arduino, as well as a reset button. By using the reset button, I can just reset the entire program. In the serial program pin, by using this pin, I can control the, I can communicate it with any another processor. Okay, then the voltage in. So just think about it. We can give a power supply by using a external power supply pin. We can take power from Arduino also, which means what I am talking to say, we can take 5 volt from Arduino, or else we can take 3.3 volt from the Arduino. So by taking the 5 volt from Arduino, we can power up our circuit like sensors or any other modules. So we can just power up by using these types of pins. So okay, now talk about some examples. Okay, okay. If you want to just imagine there is a 3 apples, red, green and yellow. Okay, if I want to take a red apple, what will happen? My eye will see those 3 apples and send the data to brain. Our brain will calculate which is red apple in that three set. Okay, then after the calculation, my brain will give instruction to my hand, take that apple, take that first apple, that is a red color. Because why? Because my brain can take that object. Okay, it can only calculate which is red apple on alone. So similarly, my brain can see that object also. So by using our eye, our brain get data and calculated itself and given instruction to this to our hand to take that object. Okay, this is a very basic example. Now imagine a robotic car. Okay, a self-drive robotic car. Okay, yeah, this is a self-drive robotic car. Okay, say similar as my Arduino board can't see anything. It can only calculate our data. So if I want to give a data to our Arduino, I can use some sensors like camera, ultrasonic sensor, PIR sensor. There is a n number of sensors in this in a digital world. Okay, optical sensors, electromagnetic sensors, PNP sensors, NPN sensors, n number of sensors. By using this digital sensor, I can give data to our Arduino. What is for example, just take about a camera. Okay, camera will give an image to our Arduino, and our Arduino will calculate that image and give the instruction to the our brake or our accelerator. Just think about it. If a car moving in the straight direction, then the person when cross our car, automatically our car will be stopped. And another sensor is ultrasonic sensor. It will measure the distance between abstract from our car. If any abstract nearer to our car, suddenly our car will be stopped by using this sensor. PIR sensor used to monitor any person or dog will crosses in a particular area. It will indicate that it will give the data to our Arduino. Based on this data, our Arduino will control our car. Okay, like we said before, the digital pins like analog pins or digital pins. Just think about it. Our brake, when I put my brake, it will indicate to our motor to stop that rotation. Okay, just like that. Our Arduino will indicate the motor and stop that position. So by using this project, we can control we can self-drive car. We can make a self-drive car. you can ask if it is possible, bro. Really, we can make that. Yeah, it is possible. There is n number of automatic car will done by using this Arduino board. If you want to check any projects, you just go on the YouTube and search it is. There is more projects. Okay, not only a robotic car, we can do communication purpose also, like a transmitter, receiver, filters, etc. We can do communication purpose and automation purpose. We everybody know that automation home, automation industries, automation companies, etc. What are those? When automation means automatically done. When the person enter into the room, then the room automatically scan the person if it is our owner or not. After the scan, the door will be opened. When the person enter into the room, automatically the fan will be on. When the person enter into the room, automatically the light will be on. Etc. These automations also possible done in Arduino, as well as in IoT projects. Internet of Things, one of the best, most advanced technique. We can give our data to our internet by using this Arduino with Wi-Fi modules, etc. Arduino doesn't know don't have a Wi-Fi module, so Wi-Fi. If you want to fix a Wi-Fi, we can use a Node MCU. Okay, by using the Node MC, we can give a wireless communication to our Arduino board, and gaming purpose also. By using the Arduino, we can make games. We can make like anything, any type of game you want, you can make it. Okay, so yeah, I know how you're feeling about this presentation, but this is one of the best interesting topic. In this session. So thank you for your cooperation and happy learning. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, myself Uday. I am from SAEC Engineering College and I am here to explain the project called Smart Irrigation System. What is Smart Irrigation System? Before that, in our society we are visualizing many farmers are facing many problems in fields while farming because a single person can't look after all the edges of the field and water the drops due to large lands. Sometimes there is an uneven water sprinkles. This results in bad quality of crops, which further leads to financial losses for the farmer. To overcome this, we have introduced a latest technology based on IoT called Smart Irrigation System, which has a wide scope to automate the complete irrigation system. In this, the components are Node MCU, soil moisture sensor, water pump module, relay module and DHT11. In this system, Node MCU and DHT11 sensor are very important. DHT means digital humidity sensor. It checks the humidity and temperature of the surroundings. And this is Node MCU. And this is soil moisture sensor. It is inserted in a soil. If the soil it is used for check whether the water content is high or low. It is so that it is inserted in the soil. In this sensor, if water content is present in the soil, the resistance of the sensor decreases and current flow increases. This change in current is measured using Node MCU. This can be verified in a mobile application. So that we can see our data at any place at any time. This is the overview of our project, and this motor helps if water content decreases. This motor turns on and feed the water to the lands.
This is the working demo of Smart Agriculture. In this project, we are using a Node MCU, a soil moisture sensor. It measures the water content of the soil. A DHT sensor. It measures the temperature and humidity of an area, and a relay module. The relay module is used to control the motor. All the sensor values are uploaded to the mobile application through internet.